And I'm not trying to like clown this dude and make fun of him for being an incel or anything. Because let's be honest, I'm not getting no action either, bro. Let's be honest, I'm not getting none either. But to hate the world and want to destroy everybody because you're not getting no play, that's crazy. That's crazy.
If you could summarize your opinion towards women.
Like what I think of them?
Yes.
I do think they are very important, but...
Was she nervous to ask him that? What do you think about your mama? Jubilee. I'm an incel. Ask me anything. Top link is first description. Please don't be in. Don't. Yeah. It speaks for itself. Let's just see what's going on.
If you could summarize your opinion towards women.
Like what I think of them?
Yes.
I do think they are very important, but...
Was she nervous to ask him that? What do you think about your mama? I love women. You know what I mean? Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Are hard to...
Incel, short for involuntarily celibate. An incel is a member of an online subculture that centers around not getting no play, despite desiring to be.
Some topics are hard to approach.
They made a cult?
Male hatred against women is rising up.
You might call this a new phenomenon.
Either the subjects are inaccessible or people are uncomfortable discussing them.
If you're an ugly guy, you better get a good job and make some money, because nobody's gonna want to talk to you.
Girls, I will
Not true.
You.
You don't deserve to get laid at all!
So we found those subjects in person, rented a space in Hollywood.
Looks don't really
invited
matter that
our
much, I'm gonna be
and
honest.
strangers walking by to come inside and ask them anything.
Like, you know how hard it is to be ugly? Like, I guarantee you it's harder to be the ugliest person ever than it is to be really attractive. Like, you'll find way more attractive people than ugly people, I promise. It is very, very hard to be ugly. That might be an L take. I don't know. But I've very rarely seen someone who's super, super ugly. Like, get away from me ugly. It's not common.
Okay. Hey, I'm Brendio. I also go by Derek. I'm an incel, and I'm here to answer.
Struggled to being ugly when I was in the womb. You struggled, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my goodness! 10 seconds in, we get ads. I like it. W Jubilee.
I can start. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
So you're an incel.
Yes.
Why would you ever sign up to do this?
I suppose I would want to give more of a positive light on this community, which is a very negative light upon it.
Okay. And do you think
No
that's
Chinese
a good thing?
mobile?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because a lot of the boys in this community aren't bad people.
But you acknowledge that a good handful of them are, right?
Not a good handful, I would say a small handful.
Who
I don't know.
hurt you, or what happened? What event sort of catalyzed?
Bro, why you know the answer to that? He's not getting he's not getting play. Of course he's gonna. He's not cracking buns. You know that though.
This way of thinking and you getting into this kind of research.
Society.
Do you hate women?
No.
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 Do you have a female role model in your life?
A female role model.
Yeah, like a mom or an aunt or a friend.
I mean, I love my mom. I wouldn't necessarily consider her a role model, but I do love her quite a bit.
If a woman was elected as president of the United States, how would you react?
Okay, that's a gas.
I don't know. It probably would depend on the woman. I probably wouldn't be supportive of it, honestly. But
Hillary Clinton?
Why do you say that, if you don't mind me asking?
I do think that men should be the leaders and women should be the caregivers and the loving, supporting, and the teachers.
Dang, we low-key never had a female president. That low-key just hit me. Hillary Clinton would have been the first ever female president, and she lost. How did she lose that? Because you know how the world works. They always go for, like, the person who's... Like, Barack Obama, if he wasn't black, do you think he still would have won? Like, some people could argue Barack Obama only won because he was dark-skinned. But I don't know. I'm not a politician, and I don't really care for politics.
Since women of color, or just women in general, have been oppressed by certain systems and other oppressed communities, especially the LGBTQ+, all those don't really fit with the spectrum that incels or you have been talking about. So why do you think your method of thought would help fix what we have today?
I probably wouldn't view the things that you might view as oppression as oppression. I have a feeling. I would
We had a
view it
female
more
prime
as,
minister. Y'all sexist?
how we treat children.
Hey, don't say y'all. I just live here.
We
I just
control
live
them,
here,
but
bro.
we control them lovingly, not as a slave, not as we're forcing them to do things against their will. I would view it more as a loving domestic thing in the past. And I would say that if we were to do it in a civilized way, maybe in a more, even a Christian way, even though I'm not really advocating for a certain religion or ideology, I would assume that women would probably be happier. And I wouldn't just assume that blindly, I would assume that based on the data that I have seen.
What data have you seen that has brought you to this conclusion? Because
like her.
I'm now curious where
I like
this
her.
data from.
She can disagree with him, and she's not gonna cut him off. She gonna let him get his. I know they're not looking at each other, but she's still listening. She's making her faces, but she's listening. Also, I'm not gonna lie. What was I gonna say? I had something. I had some fire. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't really think he's an incel, because based off what I know, what incel is, he's not really acting like one. Most incels are like, burn. You're not letting me get up. You know what I mean? He's not acting. He's well spoken. You know what I mean? He's confident. Clearly, he's confident enough to come here and talk to people. He's talking to women, right? And most incels can't even talk to women, right? They don't get play. So, would he technically not be an incel?
I couldn't reference it offhand, but I believe there was a study that
Or is he just not one of the weird ones?
off the top of my head.
Because like I said, I don't get no play either.
What do you think it is about
I don't
local
hate women.
areas that create behavior in women that you think is a problem?
Promiscuity leads to increased standards in more primitive aspects such as looks. And that typically makes it harder for some people to find a relationship, including sometimes good-looking people. Like there's guys who are much better looking than I am who are having
Looks don't
a
make
really
everything.
hard time finding someone in a place like LA or in London or in Auckland, New Zealand. But they probably would have a perfectly fine time finding a woman somewhere else.
So you think that promiscuity is the problem, and if people were more monogamous and more withholding, that would sort of fix society?
Yeah, I suppose people are more traditionalist.
There have been a few mass shootings in the past.
I mean, to be
where
honest, I'm not
these
mad at that.
shooters
I think
actually
people
stated
shouldn't be
that
sleeping
they
with
were
everybody. I'm not mad at that
incels
take.
or were radicalized by online incels.
Me, I'm not gonna
What
be
do you
sleeping
think
with
about
10,
their
30
actions?
women. No way.
I condemn their actions. I don't believe violence is the solution. I don't believe attacking random people is going to fix anything, whether they're, women or men. I do think that the reason why they committed those actions was probably because of out of desperation or out of, mental problems that probably could have been prevented. had
She uses
the
statistics.
right support was in their community, in their household. If people saw what they were posting and saw what they were experiencing in life and did something to help them.
Was there like a pivotal moment in your life, like a straw that broke the metaphorical camel's back?
It's constant years of rejection, no matter who the person was, constant years of rejection in other aspects of my life. It did kind of push me towards more, I suppose, radical.
Everyone on this
belief.
planet's been rejected. I'm not gonna lie. I had a few L's. I took a few L's. I ain't gonna lie. But no one takes an L and just. Well, me personally, when I took my L, like, you think about it for a couple minutes, couple days, whatever, and then you move forward. Not even days a stretch. Couple hours max. After a couple hours, you don't care no more. At least I don't. But you gotta keep shooting, bro. It's the only way you're gonna hit a shot.
But I suppose they're only like radical, but they're more just old beliefs, really.
No, it sounds like I had another like metaphor like death by 1,000 cuts. It's not like one pivotal moment, but it sounds like a bunch of things built up over time.
Yeah.
One of the common criticisms about the incel community is that you feel entitled to sex or intimacy. Do you believe that you deserve sex or intimacy from a woman?
I think everybody at some level deserves someone that loves them and
You don't deserve that. You
respects
gotta work
them
for
as
that.
long as you are also loving and respectful towards that person. They're an equal. You're not like seeking someone beyond yourself. You don't have like too high standards, I suppose.
If you can tell the world about something about being incel that that may not be in the internet or that's overlooked heavily, what would it be?
I don't know. I think it's mostly that most of the men are not inherently bad people. A lot of them are just lonely. They just need some help, really.
I always get calls when I'm recording
Would you say
stuff.
that there's anything that other people can
Who is
do
this?
to help guide or just support or
You know, the
calling
lonely
back.
person in your class or the lonely person in your workplace, maybe he's an incel and he's not letting you know, and he's just kind of afraid to. You want someone positive. Just be nice. Say hi. Try and make friends with him. You don't have to date him. You don't have to whatever. Just
No. Oh, he's lonely and miserable. Let me go say hi just because he's a loser. No. Bro. You have to earn someone's time. Like, I'm not saying it's okay for people to like, if I see somebody who's not having a great day, does that mean I can go say hi to him and talk to him? Of course. Of course it does. But that's me being a good person. I don't have to do that. Do I think people should do it? Yeah, be a nice person. But then don't mislead that person. Don't talk to this person to make them feel good, and then they try to shoot their shot on you, you turn them down, and now they feel even worse. Because then at that point, you're just being a good person out of pity and not from the heart. Such a waste of my time. I don't talk to lonely people ill. What? I know you're being, what's the word? I cannot think today, but you know what word I'm talking. You're not being for real, but I can't think of the word it's called.
you know, brighten up someone lonely's day, I suppose.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
Sarcastic, yeah.
You don't want to be an incel?
No.
Why
Yeah,
not?
be nice to people,
Well, I
but
mean, it's
don't
part of
give
the whole
them false
involuntary
dreams.
thing. I mean, you know, you want to try and escape it. You want to be something better. You know, you want to get a wife, get a girlfriend, get someone who loves you, spend your life with them, and be happy. And
What's one thing you wish people understood better about you?
I don't know. I guess I wish people would recognize how much effort I'm trying, I suppose. Like, you know, I'm working out typically daily. I've lost over 100 pounds. I'm out there job hunting actively. I don't think people recognize how much effort the incels in general try to put into bettering themselves. I would say, you know, people don't recognize their effort. They just assume that they're all like lazy and sad and angry at women and just giving up and things of that nature, I suppose.
Excuse me.
Okay.
You don't have to see the bad things in the world and then come out a bad person. You can just see the bad things in the world and then improve upon yourself because of them, I suppose.
Yeah.
So you do have hope.
Yeah, I have hope, yeah. I'm a very hopeful person, I suppose.
I won't lie, this went a lot differently than I thought it would. I thought we'd be yelling at each other, you know?
It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
Ooh, he might have a little shorty right there.
Hello, thanks for
She touched his
watching
hand
the
through the
video.
curtain. Okay,
I hope
boy.
you liked it.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment as well. I already said that. Cut that part out.
No, we'll keep it. Thanks for watching.
Okay, great vid. WVid. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with some of his takes. In terms of being a human, everyone should be nice to people. That's my takeaway. But don't falsify people's brains. Like, if someone's sitting on the end of the curb, I think I've seen this in a movie, TV show, I'm not sure. But I think this might have happened in like a story. But basically, right, if someone's lonely and you show them comfort and stuff, don't do that and then still be ashamed to be around that person because like your friends are looking and stuff. Like, if you go and show them that comfort, actually be able to talk and have a conversation with that person and be around that person. Don't do it just to make them feel better, but still deep down be disgusted with them. Actually have that step to, hey, what's your name? Okay, boom. And become, you know what I mean? Don't fake it. Actually mean it from the heart.